Alright folks, welcome to this episode. This orange glow in the sky we see here is the sunrise, because we're on an early mission this morning. We've come to check how bad the coastal erosion's getting here at the Boddin lime kiln, which is a historical lime kiln, slowly falling into the sea sadly. Every year it gets more and more eroded. So this is the first video of the year, so Happy New Year all viewers. It makes sense for me to come here on my first video of the year, because the first ever BKR video I came here. The wind here is colossal. It's like going up against an invisible wall. The tide's quite far out just now. Look at the erosion here folks. This is the area where the boats used to get launched down into the sea. This used to be a buzzing fishing community here at Boddin. And here's a couple of the old boats here. It's got the old metal roller for winching the net over the back. So for historical records, that used to say Sandra, that was the name of that boat. But over the years it's slowly worn off, and now you can actually hardly tell what it was called. But maybe videos like this will keep that history alive. The old woodwork's just decaying. Oh, so there's a better example of the boat name. Anyway folks, it looks like the sea's been coming over here, maybe with the high winds. It's crazy how the whole side is off. It's just been cut off by nature. It's maybe been a boat tide here on this rock. The wind here is unbelievable. It's crazy how much it's blowing me. The wind is unbelievable today folks. I apologise for any poor audio. This is the lime kiln that we're now inside, and it's amazing how there's no wind here. Now I'm in this archway. I think at one time it's possibly bled down the way here into deeper levels of the kiln. You can see the way the stonework's made here, it's incredible. It's the sort of place that's probably been here since the 1700s, I think. It'll be built with stone that's been gathered from around here, and then obviously the bricks have been put in for the archways. I think the limestone used to be cooked till it turned to pretty much like powder, and I think they used it in a lot of old building, like cements and stuff. I think that's what it was used for. So places like this are a thing of the past now. We can see here it's had a cement facing on it, with like a bitumen type of coating. I'm not sure also if this place may have been used in the Second World War as kind of a defensive location. I don't know if the military had a couple of little like pillbox kind of things set up around here. Look at the big metal hook on the wall here. So we can see the whole wall has been faced with a cementy type of stuff. Maybe a limestone cement made with the limestone from inside here. Look at this here folks. folks. See, I think the archway that I was inside a minute ago at the other side, and then this one was both connected to that, the massive like kiln itself inside, for putting the limestone in and out. Just trying to imagine what was here before. Yeah, all I can think is this must have gone down here. Maybe from here. There must have been stairs went down here, I'm guessing, judging by how it looks. And here's another interesting point. The archway above my head here, it's not those small blocks, but actually it's big blocks. Different type of stone. What an incredible place, folks. The wind blowing through this next section here is immense. I can already feel it swirling. It's probably dangerous going in such an old building when there's this much wind. Here we go. This here behind me, it's probably too dark to see, but I think that's the original kiln at this side here, and this is the original access to get into it. There's another archway over here. I wonder if maybe at one time these little rolly holes at the side would have been for air getting in to help the lime kiln flourish. And I think this would have been a perfect stone arch at one time. This would have been a stone floor. There would have been a stone floor here below my feet. And we can see here the crack above my head which leads over the roof. That'll be the next bit to fall down. This whole middle section here is made out of those small stones. And then this hole here, that's unusual. Looks like there's never even been a doorway here. There's another metal band in the roof there. I think these stones sticking out were in the original design, but I'm not actually sure what they were for. See, there's metal bars sticking out at the top all the way along, and I wonder if at one time there was a camo net thrown over this. I'm not sure. There's another metal bit sticking out the wall there. That huge crack. And as I've said on videos before, this cement piece here is from a later date, maybe from wartime. I believe that this ramp here, up and down here, was used to access a little defensive position up there, which protected this whole corner of Scotland. See, these other older archways, I think this is the older lime kiln at this side. I think this is the original one, because there's no like stone archways and that over the vents. That must have all been backfilled, I think, from inside the actual lime kiln hole itself. Now, leading up here, this is where I believe the old defensive military position was, right here. We can see here the little circle of stones here. and then overlooking this side would have been where they were shooting, or defending as we would say. And maybe actually in the old lime kiln itself they would have had like ammo, maybe mortars and stuff of that kind, because they really could have seen a lot of sea here. Montrose would be down that way, which would be a main harbour that would be defended. So that is interesting to see that. That must be exactly what that is. Military defence position there. I used to think often, say this bit down here in front of me, it's like there's been a couple of foxholes here, so to speak. You see another one over there, like little hiding places for them when they're defending the coast. Because I think from this one here, if this had been another military position here, it would make sense, because you can see right up the other way on the coast. It's crazy, folks. It'll be so windy up on top of this kiln, but we'll go for it anyway. We'll have a look and see if anything's changed. You can see the circle there from the little lookout position. Apologies for the wind, it's crazy. And this here is one of the kilns where they would have had their limestone. I'm not sure if it was covered at one time or if it was just open like this. But that's where the action would have gone on. And I also believe that what we've seen down below at those arches, they must lead into here. So maybe it's just the fact it's not been backfilled, but everything that was on top of it's maybe just dropped down inside. Quite crazy. This scene here is even higher, and I think this is the one which is not as old as that one behind us. See, on my first ever BKR video I came here, and that actual whole wall there was still standing. Incredible. It's amazing to think what they've done with stone over the years. Maybe an old historical place like this should be looked after, saved. It's a shame that it's just literally getting eaten up by the sea. Even if they put some big cement blocks or something to break the waves, it would just stop it eating this place up. This must have been the original little road up between these two walls. You can imagine horse and carts coming up here. We can also imagine the rough seas smashed against this wall, eroding it. That wind is crazy, folks. So there's even like detail on the stonework there, the way it steps out. It's quite cool. That little military position there that we found is smart, in there, with a circle of stones. That's the coolest thing we've seen today here. Look at this. It's another one of those little, what must have been vents for air getting into the fire. Oh, it goes on far. So that goes really far into the building. I reckon it must go all the way to that little kind of dugout bit there. Anyway, folks, that's the lime kiln. It was cool to once again see it. There's no more of it falling into the sea yet, but I'm sure it won't be long. Once again, Happy New Year everyone. Many more videos coming in 2020.